Bully-proof your child. The best line of defense starts at home. As parents and caregivers, there are things we can do to help our child so that they don't become targets for a bully at school, on the playground, in life. There's also things we can do so our child isn't the one that is the bully in school, on the playground, on the bus, in life. During this slideshow presentation, we're going to look at some of the things that we can do as parents, as caregivers, to help our children become more bully-proof. First, let's look at the definition of bullying. Bullying is an unwanted aggressive behavior among children that involves a real or perceived power imbalance. The behavior is repeated or has the potential to be repeated over time. This is an important distinction between a situation where a child is being mean to another child on occasion. They might have called your child a name or taken a toy or hit your child. That isn't necessarily bullying if it hasn't been repeated or has the potential to be repeated over time. In order to bully-proof your child, what we want to do is take an honest look at your family dynamics. We want to look into our own homes and see what might be happening that could be influencing the situation. Reflect for a minute. Are you beating yourself up for mistakes that you're making? Do you over-criticize your children? Do you and your partner treat each other disrespectfully? And are you doing that in front of your children who are watching and listening? Do you have an unbalanced relationship with your friends? Are you able to stand up for yourself? Do you ignore when your children are fighting with each other, or do you help and support them to learn appropriate ways to handle conflict? Do you model bullying behavior in front of your children? Are you calling your children unkind names? Do you always intervene on the playground on behalf of your child? Or are you giving them opportunities to resolve conflicts? Do you always try to please others? Say yes to everything and everyone? Are you forgetting to encourage emotional resilience with your children? If you answered yes to any of these questions, this may build the foundations that will draw a child to endure being bullied or become a bully. So how do we promote resilience in our children? Raising children is not just about protecting them, putting them in a bubble, and handling everything for them, but it's about teaching them and preparing them about what to do when they find themselves in a circumstance where there might be problems with bullying. So what we want to do is raise confident children, but not on false praise. We want to guide children and allow them to handle normal conflicts with peers. We want to make sure we're socializing our children and teaching them pro-social skills. We want to expose our children to activities and various groups of people. We want to role-play comebacks and laughing off remarks when your child is bothered by something. We want to introduce coping skills and appropriate ways for children to release their anger or their hurt feelings. We want to support our children in managing their anxiety. We want to build and maintain strong family connections. We want to communicate with our children about their feelings and challenges that they may face. We want them to be able to open up to us and tell us the things that are going on in their lives so we can identify those feelings and help them work through those feelings. We want to encourage our children to smile and laugh at their own mistakes. It's very important as parents and caregivers to observe our children with an objective eye. We want to notice the very things a bully might notice and remind our children often that they can tell us anything. Finally, I'm going to leave you with this chart. This chart recognizes different types of behaviors: aggressive, passive, and assertive, and what those behaviors look like. What we really want to focus on with our own children is teaching them to be assertive, teaching them how to let others know what their needs and wants are, teaching them how to consider the needs and wants of others, and teaching them appropriate ways to stand up for their rights while still respecting others. So focusing on teaching our children how to be assertive, not aggressive, and not passive will help them to navigate in this world and become more bully-proof.